you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. How are you today? No matter what time it is where you are, I'm so glad you're joining us today. You know, I've got an amazing guest, Mr. Tim Sohn, on today. We're going to talk about invisible illness and his new book. And there's some great things happening. But first, I wanted to let you know who I am and what this is all about today. If you're new here, thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Russ Hedge, and I am all about connection and building community. And I love this opportunity to be here with you today. You know, the Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie, the theme of our show is how amazing people connect. What does that mean? Well, I'm telling you, no matter what part of life you're in, no matter what business you're in, phase of life, you can still connect and build community with amazing people like Mr. Tim Sohn or with me. And so I would love to connect with you. And today we're going to talk about that because, you know, marketing and business is all started with connection and community. You need to connect to build community so that you will have a business. You know, Zig Ziglar says you build the people and then the people build your business. It is so true. It is so true. I'm telling you. You need to be able to have community. I made an amazing new friend this morning, Jamal, and just love the brother. He is a brother in Christ and just a good guy. And first time we've been able to talk in person, even though we were already connected on LinkedIn. But today we truly connected and had time to talk. He's going to be on one of my shows, and I'm looking forward to that. But this is what it's all about. So if you want to connect with me, go to russhedge.com today. russhedge.com. It's really simple. I'm a simple-minded guy. I keep it simple for you. So let's see. Where is it? There it is. Get the right place pointing. russhedge.com. There you go. If you know my name, you can get there. And all the information about me, about my inspirational speaking, which I love to do, talking the power of purpose these days, and whatever you need in your business revolves around that. So you can connect with me on that. Love to speak to cancer groups and Alzheimer's groups as well. That's really a big focus of mine, but also for businesses, helping them to focus in on their purpose and what they're all about. So I'd love to speak to you about that. I have all my information about my marketing coaching and my live stream producing if you want to talk to me about that, or if you just want a new friend and you just want to connect with me. All my connection points are on there, from social media to my email, phone number. You can even schedule time directly on my calendar to connect with me, and I'd love for you to do that. You know, I also encourage you, please join our YouTube page. You know, it is really growing, and we are getting to the point where it is just an amazing community in itself, but it gives you a one-stop shop for all of the live streams I do. So not only do you get some amazing daily content, but you get all the live streams, Marketing with Russ, the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, Russ Reels Live, all of that is there. So you can see thousands of people that are going to add value to your life and people that you should be connecting with. And you can always, all the information is there, so you can connect with them. You can engage with them even well after the live streams have been done. This show live streams at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every week. But guess what? After that, it sits on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook forever. So you can go back, you can share it, you can watch it again, you can connect with people. Then it becomes an audio podcast. So you can listen on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, whatever your favorite platform is, if you don't have time to watch. So whether you're getting ready for work, cooking dinner, taking a jog, you can listen to Marketing with Russ. So today, just go to marketingwithruss.live. That is how you get to my YouTube page. Simple. If you know the name of this show, you know how to get there. Marketingwithruss.live is the place, and I would love for you to connect with us there today. Also, I want to remind you that all my books are available, and I can see that I've got to do a slight background. There we go. Make that adjustment. Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. Also, my collaborative books are available, including Mr. Tim Sohn, my good friend who is here today. The book that we did together a while back, Perspectives on Cancer, which is the amazing organization, nonprofit organization that I am part of. And so he's going to talk more about his new book, but that book is available for me on russhedge.com or on Amazon. You can go to any place to get that today. And I just want to encourage you to do that. Also, want to make sure and remember that, this show is possible because of amazing sponsors. If you want to learn how to invest in my positive message and all that I do and get great visibility for your business and all that you're doing, contact me today. I want to thank today. Oh, we got to see, you got to make a quick adjustment on the Marketing with Live. There we go. All right. I want to thank our sponsors, the Master Connector Show. You can go to masterconnector.show for that and get more information on Steve Spiro and the whole organization there. And so go there today, masterconnector.show. Great live stream. Also ACMG Digital. I'm telling you, Alejandra, my friend, is doing such great stuff. Go to avelos-car.net, avelos-car.net. And by the way, all of these are in the show notes for you. Invest today in the Alzheimer's Association. They need your help. ALZ.org is how to give to this amazing organization. And Willamette Valley Christian Supply, that's right here in Albany, Oregon. You can go to WillametteValleyChristianSupply.com today and find out more about that. So I just want to give them a big shout out today. Need a little water. So here we go. Okay. So thanks so much to our sponsors. They are amazing. And with that, we have one last thing to do today, and that's our marketing tip of the day. I'm going to have to get some more water. I'm getting all choked up this morning. When it's live, right? You go with it, and feeling so much better. Yes. If you need some water, make sure and get your glass of water or water bottle and get a drink. Okay. So our marketing tip of the day, we do every week or every Monday and Thursday every week. And what it does is it gets cut out after the show, broadcast separately on YouTube Shorts, on social media, on all the social medias as a separate little, its own little component, the marketing tip of the day. And so you need to take that and share that with people. If you want to go back, have a reminder of what exactly we talked about. These are encouraging little snippets that will help you. And so you need to, or I would be blessed if you would share those out with other people. That would be so great. And I would appreciate that so much. So we're going to do our marketing tip of the day today. And you're going to like this one. Are you ready? This is your marketing tip of the day. Overcome adversity by looking for opportunity. That's it. Overcome adversity by looking for opportunity. What in the world do I mean by that? You're going to face adversity in this life and challenges all the time. There's going to be things that are thrown up in front of you. You're going to have mountaintop experiences where you just have wonderful, amazing things happen to you to celebrate. You're also going to have those challenges. But you know what? We grow the most and we learn the most through adversity. So whether it's your personal life or your business or your marketing plan, take that adversity, switch it, and look for opportunities because they're right around the corner. That adversity is pointing you in a different direction. You can find those opportunities where you can grow and learn, become better, do better in your life, in your business, and all that you're doing. So today, don't forget that when adversity and challenges come, Look for the opportunities that are right around the corner. It's good news, I'm telling you. And it's all how you think. It's all how you think. Your brain rewires itself to look for what you think about. So look for those positive opportunities today and overcome adversity. And that is your marketing tip of the day. All right, there we go. Sometimes people say, what in the world does that have to do with marketing? Well, pretty much everything. When I'm talking about positive things that lift you up and point you in the right direction and encourage you, it's a way to put a foundation in your life that sends you in the right direction in all that you do. And it is really a true thing that adversity is going to help you if you use that. Through this cancer battle I'm going through, I'm learning so much and growing so much and being blessed by the opportunities that it's opening up for me. So I just encourage you today. All right. So Mr. Tim Sohn is coming. He's thinking, am I ever getting in the show? Here he is, Mr. Tim Sohn. How's it going, Tim?
Speaking of sending in the right direction, thank you thank you for having me, for directing me in your direction.
You know what?
What?
We are better together, Tim. And I am telling you, you are a blessed and amazing friend. I can't even begin to tell you how much you mean to me. And so being able to work with you on perspectives on cancer and do those things is amazing. And I'm with you. Yes. Thank you so much. It is, it's an amazing opportunity for me. So I want to jump right in. Tell everybody, who's Tim Sohn? What's Perspectives on Cancer? What's this new book all about? Just give us a rundown.
Yeah, hey everybody, I'm Tim Sohn. I'm a husband, I'm a dad, I'm a brother, I'm a son. I'm an almost 18-year chronic myeloid leukemia survivor. I'm a live stream producer and host. I'm the creator of Showing Up Perspectives on Cancer, which is a weekly live stream show where we have conversations with cancer patients, survivors, and supporters, which also led to the two Perspectives on Cancer books, one of which Russ is in. And between those two books, there's 25 stories of healing, hope, and resilience. But I love it. You're prepared of all the different perspectives, patients, survivors, and supporters. And then the most recent book. And we also had an awesome event that Russ spoke at, among other people like Amanda Ferrero and Branwyn Lee and Dr. Parul and a bunch of other people. But the most recent book, there's so many names, Russ, when you're doing so many things and there's so many names, it's like, yeah. Anyway, this is the newest book, Perspectives on Invisible Illnesses. This is the proof version. That's why it has a big gray line down the middle. And the idea of this book is it's a little different than the Perspectives on Cancer books in the sense that there's stories of hope from, yes, cancer survivors, but also people who have gone through infertility and chronic anxiety and chronic fatigue syndrome and depression and other things as well. But the idea with this book and all the others that we do is to let people know that they're not alone. We're definitely not alone. And feel free to reach out to me or Russ or any of these other authors if you need help, if you need hope. Definitely reach out to us, and also to encourage you to share your story when you're ready to do it. It took me 15 years to share my cancer story, but I'm so glad I did because here we are. Russ, we met through the Tim and Jim show, and now look what we're talking about.
I know. I think that we have really gone on this journey together because yes. I met you. I already knew Jim. And I was invited on the show, and I met you on the show that as we were broadcasting.
Yeah.
And I thought, what do I think about this Tim guy? And you have become such an amazing friend. But I watched the whole transformation. You were at the time doing the Tim and Jim show. You were doing Shout Out Saturday and What's Good Wednesday with Brian Schulman, and then Nancy later. And all of that. And then you transitioned from that. You told your cancer story. You started showing up Perspectives on Cancer. And I was involved in all of that. I've been on the show now 2 times, I think. And I have produced it a couple times at the live event.
Yes. And thank you for that.
You're welcome. And so I have just really enjoyed the journey with you so far. But there's so much more to do, right? So everybody is going through challenges, Tim. I love this new book. Okay. The reason is because there's a bunch of us going through cancer, yes, but there's a bunch of people going through other things that are still very challenging. And, I don't know, I get a little frustrated at times, and I mean this in a loving way. I get frustrated with people telling me, oh, what I have going on is nothing compared to what you have going on. Well,
Hmm.
no, I don't think that's true, because just because I have cancer, somehow the C word like rides over everything, right?
Yeah.
So, but I'm telling you, dealing with horrible anxiety, dealing with infertility, dealing with the things you talked about, those are gigantic things, as I know people personally that have gone through those things, right? Including some of the
Yeah.
people in the book. And so, talk more about that. I mean, how important it is to support each other no matter what we're in.
Oh, for sure. And we can do that by sharing our stories. And we can share our stories in books or shows, or we could even just share our stories with friends. Um, because then we can help understand each other better. We can relate to each other. We can learn from each other. Like you said, Russ, better together, right?
Mhm.
I know since I've started sharing my story, and some people in this book have shared their story for the very first time. And I would say probably the number one reason people don't share their story is, especially when it comes to invisible illnesses, right? Because an invisible illness is an illness that you can't see externally. So for the most part, you would probably never know that I had cancer, except I talk about it all the time. Uh,
Well, you know what I think is
yeah,
important about that too? I want to jump in. First of
of
all, let me
course.
tell everybody, sorry I'm slow on the comments. Thank you. Everybody who's here, the comments have just blown up. And so
Yes.
I'm sorry I got so involved in the conversation. I forgot to put up the comments. So I'm getting to that. But I want to tell you all that what you just said, Tim,
Yeah.
I don't know. I read a little book from Dottie Osteen, Joel Osteen's mom, who had
Mhm.
cancer. And her goal was to be uplifting and bless people and not look downtrodden. It says it in the Bible, even. We're not
Yeah.
supposed to be all down. We're supposed to, oil our face, which basically means just brighten ourselves up and put on our best side, right? And that doesn't mean we feel great all the time. And that doesn't mean we can do that all the time. But my point is, we want to try to focus on a positive perspective. Remember, everybody, that does not mean a positive perspective does not mean you're always happy. It
Right.
doesn't mean everything is always going good. It means you're believing and trusting that there's better things ahead and you're going to make it through what you're going through, right? And going through it is
Yes.
tough sometimes. But I think that you, Tim, like you bring up, the fact that people wouldn't know you have cancer from the way you're talking right now, if I didn't tell people, people probably wouldn't know either, because I'm a morning guy. Now, if they talk to me in the afternoon, that's all different. But
Yeah.
but in the morning, and so the whole thing is, I think it's important not to fake it. I'm not talking about that. I'm
Right.
just saying, let's put our best side forward, no matter what we're going through, and be better together, work together, lift each other up, help each other through the challenges, right? That's what this is all
Yes.
about. All these invisible illnesses, you can't isolate yourself with your illness that nobody knows about. Get it out there and share it with at least the people that love you and are close to you. You don't have to
Yes.
post it all over the place like I do. You can just share it with Tim, or you can just share it with your mom or whatever, but get people that can support you, right?
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things that I love about this collaborative book is that, yes, there's stories of cancer, but there's stories of other things as well. And all of our stories of adversity, they share similar things. We're all looking for hope. We've all shared our stories in the book, and some of those stories may be hard to read, when we're in the midst of it. And that's our journey, right? And that's led us to wherever we are today. And yes, we want to share about hope, but there are hard times. And I would say it's okay to share those hard times as long as we get back up and we keep going. But when we share our hard times too, that also connects us with people, because life isn't all rainbows and unicorns all the time, right? So yeah, definitely focus on the good, but it's okay to share those moments that are um, I know I've written, parts of my journey and done posts on LinkedIn that have resonated the most with people that are probably, were some of the more challenging times. So I encourage
Right.
you to do
Well,
both.
and it's I mean, okay, so I don't want people to get confused at what I'm saying too. And I want to let you know it's okay not to be okay. It's
Sure.
okay to have times where you need to be down, where you need to sleep, where you need to recover, where you feel lousy. When I was going through one of my treatments that I was horribly ill and it shut down my pancreas and I became a diabetic and all these horrible things were happening. I was not happy about that. I'm not going to say that I'm just happy, but I was still working to keep that good perspective and move forward, realizing I was going to make it through, realizing God was going to help me get through this tough time on to the other side. And I just think,
Yeah.
like you said, the way we do that is by sharing with somebody or some people in our community. We need people around us. And one of the toughest things, okay, being a guy, I think a lot of guys can probably relate to this. It is tough to take help.
Mhm.
It's tough to ask for help. I've had to get to the point where not only have I had to learn how to accept help, but I've had to actually learn how to ask for help in certain areas, right?
Yeah.
It's a very expensive journey. Going through cancer. It is a very challenging journey on me and my family. I mean, it is tougher sometimes on my family, I think, than it is on me. And so I think, and people think, what do you mean by that? Well, I mean, I know that I'm doing the physical part of it, but emotionally, it's so tough. So it's okay not to be okay all the time. But the whole thing is, we need to come together. This is where, Tim, when you shared, it brought together such an amazing community. We talk about perspectives on cancer being all about connection, right? And
Right.
then being able to educate people and being able to support people, right? And help them,
Yes.
but it comes through connecting together, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I love what you said before about asking for help. I also it used to be very hard for me to ask for help from people. But when I started sharing my story and when people started showing up with love and acceptance and support and connection, like the words you were just saying, Russ, um, people want to help, and people feel good when we receive help from people. That makes them feel good also. So I think that's sometimes people are uncomfortable sharing that they need help, right?
Yep.
But it's okay. I mean, we're not going to do it all the time, but when we do, like in those moments that maybe it's a financial something, maybe we just need a hug, whatever it is, and I know each person is different, but try something small to at first, try to ask people for help because it'll help you, especially when you're in the midst of your journey,
Yep.
but it'll also help them also.
We need each other. We need each other. And you know
Yes,
what? We also need a little smile every now and then,
we do.
like
Yes.
my screaming goat from Tim Sohn that makes me smile.
Yes.
Sometimes we just need to, and I learned this through the Alzheimer's journey with my mama and all that I went through with my parents too. You've got to smile and laugh a little bit at life. And
Yes.
it just helps you keep that good perspective. Otherwise you go crazy. I mean, literally, we need to keep some humor in there. And a lot of times I start out, and I start out my speaking with a laughter exercise because I think laughter
Yeah.
is the best medicine, right? We can do a lot of things. My doctors tell me, and I'm going to see them today, the best thing going for me is my positive attitude and my positive perspective and having some of that joy and trusting God every day for the good things. That helps me get through medically what I'm doing. In fact, Tim, I want you to speak to this. I don't know how much you know about this, and our time's almost up, so I'll be quick. Our brain focuses on and goes the direction that we think. It actually disconnects and reconnects the little wiring in our brain to look for what we're looking for. And that is called the reticular activator. You get a red Mustang, what do you see next week? All over the place. Everywhere you drive are red Mustangs. They're
Right.
everywhere. What happened? How did we suddenly get all of these red Mustangs? Well, they've always been there. It's adjusted your focus on what you look for. So you look for good or
Yes.
bad. you're going to find it, right? So why not look for good, right?
Exactly. And I think too, what helps me and other people as well when they're going through a time of adversity is to help other people, right? Whether it's
Yes.
doing a show or a book or a nonprofit or whatever it is. Maybe you bring a pan of lasagna to somebody. Whatever it is, be of service to others.
Yes.
Because that's good, right? You're doing something good for somebody else, and then that warms your heart also.
Yeah, if you want to be blessed, bless other people. If you want to be encouraged, encourage other people. I truly believe that. And Tim and I encourage each other every morning. We just
Yes.
have become lifelong friends and like brothers, and we just encourage
Yes.
each other. And it helps me, and I hope it helps you every day when we do that. So, okay,
Of course.
we're running out of time, and because I've got to stick to time today, I want you to tell everybody, how do they get the book? How do they connect with you? And give everybody your final gold nugget about talking about invisible illnesses and all of that.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me, Russ. People can connect with me. They could go to perspectivesoncancer.com. The books are there, information to contact me. You can also connect with me through LinkedIn. That works also. And my golden nugget is do something good for somebody else today, whether it's a text message or meet somebody for coffee or make somebody smile. I know I appreciate when people send me silly gifts, not get GIFTS's, GIFS, like a screaming goat gif. So make somebody smile today, make an impact.
Well, and you know what? I was blessed to actually, I facilitated a meeting, a big chamber meeting down in a city close to me this week. And I told everybody that exact thing, Tim. I told everybody, take 5 seconds of your day and send somebody a uplifting text. Do something. And I love to send little video texts. By the way, everybody, if you don't know that, you can actually take a little video and send it to people, right? I'll send Tim little videos. He'll send me audio things and videos and pictures, whatever. And he'll send me screaming goats in the mail. Who knows? Whatever, those little things make such a huge, huge difference. And so just remember, it takes just a moment of your time. And what if you encourage just one person a day? I personally, I'll tell you, this is just me. I love doing it. It's what I'm all about. I'll do 10 to 15 a day just because I love doing that. And it takes me all of 5 minutes, by the way, everybody. It doesn't take a lot of time. So that's the thing. It's not like, oh, so I'm so great. No, I just take a little time to think about other people because it helps me. Tim never has to respond to a single thing that I say to him. And it makes me feel better. It makes me feel good that I'm able to reach out and encourage him. People will sometimes send me a message back like a week later. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't respond. No, you don't need to respond. It's fine. I know you're getting them, so it's all fine. So, okay. One more time, Tim. How do people get the book?
Perspectivesoncancer.com. It's also available on Amazon, and it's also available on the Barnes & Noble website also.
There you go. And I'm telling you, everybody, it's right there. It's clickable in the show notes and in the comments. And I just want to tell you all, thank you for being here today. It's such an amazing, amazing opportunity to be with you all today. And wow, we're going to end right on time, Tim. It's amazing. I'm going to leave you on screen as I close out because I want to tell everybody, don't forget, every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are here for your viewing and listening pleasure. And don't forget, by the way, that this also converts to audio podcast, and it sits on all the platforms we broadcast on. You can watch over and over and over and over what Tim said and watch the screaming goat. That'll just make you smile. And so today,
the rubber chicken.
Or the rubber chicken. There you go. So today, have an amazing, amazing rest of your week, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget, it'll be Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific. Love y'all. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.